Hi, this is the 7th video of the restoration of the Mitchell bomber, first to taxiing condition, then on to airworthy. The work is being done by the Lancaster Restoration Company, part of the Lincolnshire Aviation Heritage Centre at East Kirkby in Lincolnshire, UK. Video 7 covers from January the 21st to February the 18th, 2025. Aides working on the elevator and aileron cockpit controls. Paul's paint stripped the cockpit area ready for inspection and repaint. Andy with his new job's work coordinator for the B25 restoration. I will start with Andy as he reassembles the cockpit controls for the engine.
No, it's fine. It's an interesting dilemma. So we're at the stage now, obviously we're starting to put things back together again. What I'm yeah, we're just thinking long term in terms of the engines that we're going to get back from the US, because there's two different types of engines. There's the Dash 29 Alphas and the Dash 35s. So, and depending on which engine we get back, it depends on how the engine is controlled in the cockpit. So there are subtle differences. So just want to make sure as we start to rebuild some of the items that we are rebuilding them and they have the correct bits attached to control the engines that we get back. And also to make sure that there's a little bit of comfort control in terms of, yes, we've refurbished this and it looks great, but just to make sure, is it actually complete, or are there's a switch and a light there that aren't there. So it's no good saying this is all now good to go on the shelf and then one day we can fit it. We need to capture what else we need to complete it fully. So it's just little things like that could trip us up downstream if we're not careful. So what we're doing when we generate the paperwork for it, I want to build in stage checks. So the whole thing will come apart again. Yeah. When it's all laid out on the table, because you saw how many parts there were. Yeah. I want somebody to come and compare it to the picture and make sure it's all there. Independent from me. Yeah. I can then rebuild it. They'll come in again and check it's all rebuilt correctly. Yeah. I can then assemble the complete throttle box. Then there'll be a final check to ensure that it's assembled correctly before we sign it off. So this is only a temporary fit until we get the because we're changing all the locking devices. Will be changed for new ones. Keeps it airworthy.
But you've assembled it.
So I've assembled it to ensure.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
Sure we've got.
And what is this unit?
So this is for the booster. This is the B is the booster for the superchargers. So this controls the degree of air going through the superchargers. Yeah. And then you've got carburetors, airflow through the carburetors. Whether that's cold air, which is on normal, or whether it's hot air on icing. So if it's cold, you can direct hot air through the carburetors to keep them warm. Yeah. So again,
why is that green and that is black? Any reason? That's the way it was, is it?
No. Oh. That's the way it came up from the paint shop. You had to ask that question, didn't you, Noel? Yes. I'm in two minds as to whether to put this back through. Because again,
do you want to stop filming while he does the fire alarms?
What is?
Yeah, I might. Kind of sits there. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world if they're different. No, it's the levers that matter. But I don't know.
In fact, it shows two units, not one unit.
It does. It shows separation between the two units. Yeah. So so that's kind of what we're doing today. I'm just sort of go into the books and just try and look ahead a little bit in terms of what we get back and how do we have the right setup to control it, because there are differences between the two.
Yeah. So this is a stick top for this that driver's side. Yeah. So it's all taking it apart half at a time, if you like. Yeah. So I've got a reference because the illustrations are pretty poor, really.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. There's enough to go with, but I mean they're not they're not ideal. So I've just done one at a time. But just so just about together. So
you've got to double check then, haven't you?
Yeah. So there's a what's been putting this together. There's a spacer, then a shim here, which is set up so this doesn't have any 4.5 movement in it, which it doesn't. So that's quite good. So once I've got this, that goes on. And there's some discrepancy over, it's like this one doesn't have a picture of a washer under that nut. And this one does. And this one had been assembled with this, but it's not really the right thing.
No.
So I'll probably go back to that. But basically, once this is done, we'll stick the lid on the top, and
it's a hefty chain they have in there, isn't
it just, yeah.
Oh.
But it's
A lot of pull on it.
There was
tension.
there was no sort of hydraulic assistance further back.
No.
So all of the flight loads are coming through this. So it's supposed to got to be a big thing, isn't it? Yeah, but it is quite.
There's no hydraulic assistance at all then on this.
No.
No, not the Lincoln.
Not on the flying controls.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, it's all just pulled.
Yeah.
The only thing that's hydraulic on this is the flaps. Yeah, they are hydraulic, but all of the normal primary flying controls are.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why they're train. You've probably seen the trains hanging out.
No, I haven't. Are they up there?
They're hanging out the back of the aircraft. No. Because we've got the flight deck apart. There's a flight deck's apart. We've brought the cables back and dropped them out of the way so they don't get messy. But yeah, it's a proper full-on motorbike chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's about the same as a secondary chain on a motorcycle, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's a big thing, and well, the cables are pretty hefty as well. Really for.
Oh, God, they are, aren't they?
Yeah, so it's but that fundamentally.
Well, I just suppose with the amount of pressure and pulling and fast action you need, the stress could be.
Yeah, well, if you think of elevation as well, you fundamentally got to get out of a steep dive, haven't you? I mean, in these are obviously for roll, so less. I would have thought probably less important than elevation, but yeah. So what you were looking at over there, that tube that goes up with a stick top on top, the cable comes up one side, goes over that cog and down the other side, and then across to the other stick.
Another cable joins here, is it?
Yeah. Here, somewhere.
Then it's just a pulley.
Yeah, and it's done. It's done so both sticks control all the cables. So whichever, and then they both move all the time.
Yeah.
So that's all going to go back once all this is cleaned out and resprayed, and then that stuff starts.
Are you any nearer of ready for spraying?
Not far off, I don't think.
Yeah.
Or maybe a couple of days. What you're in? A couple of days cleaning up.
Yeah, another few days. Yeah.
Yeah, and and that'll be.
Camera was there.
Oh, okay.
It's looking quite tidy in there now.
Which one do I go? This one?
I'll go up that one.
Yeah.
So we've managed to get this far. So all the little nooks and crannies is trying to get it out of there. It's just ready for the final wash now. Seemed it was all like with all this on, this fiberglass stuff. I managed to get
a good job there.
managed to get right in, and it's a little bit of corrosion in the floor we're going to sort out, but the rest is not far off. A couple of days of cleaning, a bit more paint stripping on this bulkhead.
And then they're ready for.
Yeah, we're going to call it here.
How far have you come back into this?
Well, I've come from. Can you see the bulkhead?
Yeah.
All the way, and I've come all the way into. I'm just doing this bit into here now.
Yeah.
It's all had this fiberglass on here, so it's got fiberglass and a glue that we've really struggled to get off. It's 80 years of glue. It just doesn't. There's nothing wants to strip it. So that looked like all that. So I've managed to get all this clean.
Have you worked on this type of aircraft?
No, I work. This is my. I've only just started. I've been here just for Christmas. I've never worked on any aircraft. Done lots of restorations on cars.
Yeah.
But I came on a Lancaster day when they were talking about the the dam busters raid, and I saw Terry was struggling with the wiring. I used to work for National Grid, so I retired.
Yeah.
And I said to him, "Do you want to handle the wiring when it comes to it?" He said, "Yeah, if you want to come and give us a hand, it's no problem." So I've come to help him with the wiring because all this has got to be rewired yet, as you can see. So, but in the meantime, I said I'll do anything. I'll lay me hand to anything, paint, stripping. I'm not bothered. Quite handy. So
good.
Yeah, I've restored a few cars and motorbike, bits and bobs. So it's not as if it's on.
Yeah. Well done, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finished talking to Paul.
Excellent. So anyway, that's how it all goes together.
Yeah.
So the cable comes in.
Well, there's the pull, isn't it? Just there.
Come on. Yeah. So your cable comes. This is just sits like this. This is the driver's side. That mounts it to the airframe. So the cables come in on these two pulleys here.
Yeah.
So you got those two pulleys there. They then go under this one. One goes up here.
Changes the direction. Yeah.
Comes down the other side. Goes out here. Goes round and then goes through these pulleys and up the other side.
So
and it's the same on the other side.
Yeah.
So when you move, when you turn this stick top, the other stick top turns.
Yeah. So when the cable comes down here on the return,
Yeah.
where does it?
So the one on this side comes down,
Yeah.
goes round here, and then out to this pulley.
Oh, it goes out that way, does it?
Yeah. Yeah. So no, there they are. So this is the other side. Those bits are these bits for that side.
I see. Yeah. Yeah.
But same
I'm
again.
with it
I
now,
needed
yeah.
one. I've done them one at a time, so we don't.
Yeah.
Well, for start, so we can't mix the bits up,
Yeah.
and secondly, so just for ease of assembly to sort of see how it was.
Yeah. As you say, they're a tough chain and a very tough
Yes,
rope, aren't they?
big chain, big cables, big pulleys. You know,
Yeah.
But and then this lever down here.
Yeah.
That's your elevator. So when this is moving, obviously that's fixed. When this is moving, that's pulling up and down the elevators. Now those are the ones that are going to take the real force.
Yeah.
Because if you're pulling out of a dive, you hear about it on the Lank, like the pilot and the flight engineer were pulling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the cables. One comes back and the other one goes around the pulley and goes back.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I see that. I mean, it's a lot meatier. It's got a huge, great bearing on it. So it's a big old thing.
Yeah. A lot to do.
There's a lot of bits to it, isn't there?
Yeah.
They've got to be in the right order.
Yeah.
And then I think once the stick, do this one, then that's ready for painting. This needs stripping and painting. And then the only bits left over are these that I haven't done yet. I haven't started on these. Those two pulleys sit sort of kind of on the inside of there, and they're the ones that stop them, the cable run bouncing around in between the two.
And you were doing the face of the instrument panel here.
I got bored with that.
Oh, you got bored?
Yeah, no, I've been doing a bit on that.
I'll cut that bit out. I can't put that in. You got bored with that.
Yeah. No, it needs a bit of work. So.
Still needs some work on before it gets painted, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? Hang on. Turn the right way around. It might help. Yeah. So you can see that there was, at some point there was a round instrument. Yeah, and then there have been 4 fasteners, and then here, a bit of a clue. There's another one. So that was 2 round instruments, kind of like them.
It's got a bit thin there as well.
Yeah, well, that's the issue. So what they've done is they've bunged. At some point, they've shoved a radio in here, so they just basically hacked it out. But down here, you've got 2 instruments that do need to go back in, and they're pretty big ones.
Yeah.
So what we kind of need to do is make a plate that goes over here, but also comes down here.
Yeah.
So, and then probably here, so we can better support those instruments. Because I mean, that once it starts bouncing around the field, I mean, if you've got something heavy in there, it's just going to break that.
Yeah.
And then the instruments will pop around. But we don't. we don't really need this hole.
No. I don't think. You'll just leave it blank then, will you? Just put
that's the plan, won't it? So blank it off.
The modern radio will be so small that it can fit in.
Yeah, it'll just go into some...
Will you do a patch inside there, or will you put a piece of metal
I think it'll be a plate on top.
Plate on top.
I think we got one that's... The one that was on it.
It did have a blank on it.
Oh, did it? Oh,
but it wasn't attached very securely, to the level that we want.
Blue Peter.
Yeah, here's one
made
earlier.
Yeah, so that's what was on it, and then that had another bit of metal shrub behind it. But if we
still a bit thin, isn't it?
Well, it's too thin.
It's not doing anything to support.
So if we made one sort of kind of that thick, and then fitted that on there, but we actually bring that can come down here because it doesn't affect this instrument, and then we could also put a lug. We could leave that on as well. So that, and then if we also left. You could come down like that here, and then you'd have a stronger support for this instrument, and don't cut the hole in it.
Yeah, it'd be even stronger.
Yeah, and you've got put something quite
the opportunity to put a couple of nails in there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So that's the only thing. That's really the only thing that's kind of wrong with this. Apart from that, it's all right. It's a decent bit of kit, and it is original.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice to have it on. And I don't think we need these holes. We've got them anyway. So we just stick to this aircraft wouldn't have had anything there.
Random lights in. No clue what's
load of switches. Spin, crash, burn, and then 2 others. Panic.
Ejection seat left and right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Spin, crash, burn, eject left, eject right.
Time you get to the end. Used to, on the boats, you used to have read what tension gate used to come up, and when you used
A look around the cockpit at the work done and the work to be done. The wiring looms look daunting.
So take a breath, and then...
Is there anybody to inspect the cockpit before we get any further?
Well, again, that's what we need to decide, how we need to approach it, whether it's somebody who's independent to have a look at it, whether it's somebody to come in and do some NDT techniques like eddy current testing or anything like that, cracks, or whether we just do a sample, let's take 10% and do that, and just understanding. There will need to be a degree of inspection, absolutely.
But the problem we got is it's like, my background did all that sort of stuff. It's got no ticket to say you can do it.
No.
It's a case of, under their approval system, you can do it. But it comes down to having a system of the competencies thing.
It does.
It's all right me saying, I've been doing this, but how do I prove it? But they come up with the system, and then you can go ahead and do it. Because at the moment, we're relying on the grown-ups, or focusing on that, to tell us what they want.
Guide you through,
But hopefully now that we've got new whipping boy.
Got the what?
New whipping boy. We've got a point of contact. So instead of 5 different people, go and speak to them, we've got a channel.
Oh.
It's me, apparently.
Yeah.
It's you. You're in charge of it, are you then?
Well, that's what that's what we're trying to thrash out. Just to have some kind of structure in place.
Which is your best side when I get you on. That's it.
So just try and give us a framework and for me, the big thing is that roadmap. You know, we've got there's two roads. You've got the taxiworthy road, and you've got the airworthy road. And again, it's how we bounce between. It needs to be airworthy where necessary, but taxiworthy where appropriate. Because if we did everything airworthy, it would be 3 or 4 years before we were taxiing.
Yeah.
But that's too late because we need to set the Lancaster offline.
Yeah.
So again, there's lots of plate spinning where there's a point in time where that comes offline and we need to go online to do taxi moves, and that's what the. So we need to look at how we get there, doing airworthy where we can, things like the cockpit. But certain areas, there's no point making the undercarriage retraction system airworthy because while it's taxiing, we never go come up. Well, I would hope not. So things like that. So we can kind of focus on the key systems that will get it taxi worthy. And then make sure that we capture everything else that's needed to get to airworthy. So
and then there's the other factor. There's certain jobs that we can. It's worth making it airworthy now because the amount of work that would be needed to take it back out again to do it. So it's trying to find that balance.
It is. Yeah. Things like the cockpit floor. We'll do that to an airworthy standard. Once that's done. So we have this discussion with Mark, who's worked on previous historic.
Who's Mark then?
Some of the Andrew knows. Who's worked previously on the historical US aircraft. So has an understanding of the FAA, the Federal Aviation Authority system. Because one of the other key questions is which processes do we follow? Do we go all the way through under the FAA processes, and then at some point in time jump across to get a CAA permit to fly? Or do we jump across now and restore it under the CAA? So it's understanding from previous experience what's the best way to go. And if we go down this route, what evidence we need to collect? So
the FAA regulations are a lot looser. So a lot of people, even in this country, you see a lot of unregistered aeroplanes, which are American, because you can do a lot more maintenance as the owner than you can under the system. So they prefer to keep on that. And you see things like on American, you'll see like experimental. This under the American, the FAA rules, this would become an experimental aircraft because it doesn't comply with the regulations. There's no British equivalent of that. So if you maintain the aircraft and get it flying under the experimental bracket in America, and then you try and transfer it across, it becomes...
Just will not match up.
You can do it, but it's a lot of work. Now, my view would be, bin all that, we start it as a project, and you bring it onto the British register. But the trouble is you've got a guy that knows the FAA rule, so he's comfortable to go down that route. Where we would be starting afresh, going this way. But it's a case of Andy speaks to Mark, and it's not coming down to us. So Mark's basically thinking we're doing this. We're thinking we're doing that. But hopefully now we'll have a system where we're all singing the same.
We're all on the same.
Are you coming full time now?
So 2 days a week I'm paid in the office. 2 days a week I'm still volunteering hands-on. So I don't want to lose that hands-on.
There'll be a lot of office work for you then.
Yes, potentially,
At the moment we're singing from the same song sheet, but different verses.
It's all good, and everyone's receptive. It's all positive. It's just the more we can do now, more groundwork we do now, then the easier we'll make our lives in the future. So again, and that's kind of accelerating how we think about the maintenance. But once the engines arrive, then we can focus on build the cockpit. We have engines, connect the two together. We're getting close to a taxi-worthy aeroplane. So it's all
very interesting.
It's starting to accelerate, and that's why we need to take a breath. Right. Okay. Before we go, go down this. Let's make sure we have processes in place to keep everybody happy, really, and to protect. Ultimately to protect the museum.
So, how many is working with you now on this aircraft? There's 4 of you, then.
So there's still the 4 of us at the moment. 2 days a week. Not many.
No.